In this pick a card reading, we're going to go over what you are not seeing. So maybe some blind spots or maybe something about your situation that you're not seeing, and we're going to reveal that in today's reading. This is Divine and Wild Tarot. If you're brand new to this channel, then I warmly welcome you to this community. And if it's your very first time in a pick a card reading, all you have to do is pick a number between 1, 2, and 3, whatever number you're most called to. Then go down to the description box below and you'll find your timestamp correlating to the number that you chose. Click on that and that's where your reading will start. This art that you see in the current studio that I'm in is all of my own art. If you want to check them all out close up, you can check it all out in my digital online art gallery, which is in the link in the description box below as well. And without further ado, let's start with group number 1. Okay, group number 1, welcome to your reading. How are we all doing? Thank you so much for tuning in and supporting this channel by simply being here. I super appreciate that, and it makes my day every time that you guys like, comment, and subscribe. So what is something that you're not seeing? I see, first of all, that you guys need to calm down and take it easy. And if you're feeling any sort of chaos or feeling any sense of just sense of unbalancedness, some sort of a feeling of just unease, I really need you guys to take it easy. And the only emotion and way of being that I need you guys to be is still, to feel calm and to feel like things are at ease. So just more feminine divine energy into your existence in these days. That will really help with whatever you guys are doing these days. We'll probably maybe get into what exactly specifically you guys are getting into, but the first and foremost important thing about what's going on with you guys is that you need to introduce and embody stillness more into your day-to-day life and be still. And that's where all of the answers will come in, by the way. When you allow yourself to meditate and be still and be calm and be quiet, and so that you can actually listen to yourself, listen to divine, the whispers of Mother Nature, that's when you can actually, hear what your next steps are and actually feel what you're meant to do next. So, here's another confirmation, literally, this Sanctuary card. Let's zoom in here. So, hello, I'm back, and I don't know where I left off. Something came up that needed my immediate attention. So let's tune back in to your reading. So ebb and flow, stillness, like I was saying, just right now, what absolutely needs to happen is that you need to calm your mind, calm your soul, and calm your spirit so that spirit can work through you in the most effective way. And also, not only spirit and the divine to work through you in the most effective way, it's also so that you can hear your own thoughts coming from your higher self instead of working with your ego or working from a not so pleasant space, so that you can actually tune in with the right energy, with the right mindset into whatever you're trying to do. Because if you allow yourself to have stillness and just be with yourself and be with your sanctuary and just go with the flow a little bit, just ebbing and flowing, going with the flow of doing things that feel natural to you, doing things that excite you, then you will seriously feel some very divine and perfectly timed, smooth movement that will happen. You'll become this river that just flows naturally towards where you are supposed to go, where the divine has always planned for you to go. So do your best to be this very still lake, and then you'll turn into this river that's just emerging into the ocean and experiencing all these light rays that are happening, that will happen for you as long as you allow yourself to breathe, okay? So do whatever it means for you to, for example, I could totally relate to this because I was feeling all sorts of chaos and internal conflict, and then I allowed myself to just create a not to do list, just things that I don't want to do. So then you let all those things go and do things that your body's asking you to do. So maybe you need a massage, which is what I did the other day, and it totally gave me so much more life and so much more energy because I listened to my body and went to go get a massage. So whatever it means to you, maybe your body is telling you that you need to spend time with your mom or your dad. Maybe your body is telling you you need to drink more water. Maybe your body needs to eat a specific food. It will tell you. And now I'm thirsty because we mentioned water, and I am actually thirsty. All right, so now that we got that out of the way, let's pull some more cards and find out what you're not seeing right now. Relationships. So pay attention to the people that you're hanging out with or situations you find yourself in, and maybe what you notice in them is actually what's happening inside yourself, okay? Oftentimes, most of the time, if not all the time, what you're experiencing is literally a mirror of what is actually happening within you, okay? So that's a really telltale sign of what's happening within you and what you can bring awareness into your own existence of what you need to heal and what you need to work on, okay? So hello from heaven. Your loved ones in spirit world want to connect with you again. So this is just another reiteration of sitting still and being quiet in your mind and being quiet with, yourself, and just taking it just a little slower and just letting yourself be at ease and be at peace with yourself so that you can, my neighbor's really loud, so that's what happens when it's like, if your ego is just screaming at your ear, how can you really it's like you need to quiet down your ego and quiet down the chaos that's happening, because spirit really wants to talk to you and work through you, and just not even spirit, everything wants to work through you. Everything that is connected to the divine and connected in the light of the universe wants to work through you, and it wants your attention because it has a lot of great ideas and a lot of great messages that it wants to tell you, and some divine direction of what to do next in your relationships. I feel really strongly relationships. Are you guys dealing with something to do with relationships? But for others of you also in the work, just everywhere in your life, spirit wants to work through you a little bit more effectively and powerfully. So they want to connect with you as much as you want to connect with them, and to do that is simply to do all the divine feminine things. Go for a hike, or maybe sit by a lake, anything, whatever it is that means to you, okay? Everyone's different. For me, it was getting a massage. I love getting fire cupped. Fire cupping is just so therapeutic for me for some reason, just getting the blood flowing, and that really helped me as well, okay? That's just my example that suited what my body was asking for at the time, okay? So you have your own version of that. Group number 1. Okay, so what was I saying about the mirroring thing? So the shadow, this speaks about how, everything is a mirror to you. You're only just interacting with you, if you want to put it that way. You are interacting with yourself, even though it feels like you're interacting with someone else, but actually you're interacting with yourself. The more you love other people, the more you actually love yourself. So there's deep healing that wants to come through you and heal through you as well at this time. Okay. Group number 1. Okay. Again. All right, so I think we can move forward from, okay, so maybe let's talk about this for a second. Again, look at how still this is. It's literally a mirror. This lake is a mirror to the sky. So there's so much mirroring type messages coming through, just the shadow work and also light work. There's light work and shadow work that needs to happen and occur right now. Illumination, illuminating what's in the dark so that you can actually work through these traumas and work through these things. There's a lot of work to be done spiritually, and yeah, emotionally as well. So I feel like there's a strong pull in that sense, okay? So let's find out what practically is happening in your life. What is group number 1 not seeing in their relationship? I feel like you guys might be, okay, let me pull a few more cards. Juggling. You guys are juggling between something and you're distracted. Okay, so in relationships and friendships and, you know, just people-ships, there seems to be a juggling factor. It's like you can't seem to find balance with your social life, and I just feel like there needs to be some balance. So maybe spending less time with your friends if you feel like you're spending too much time, but also, I mean, some of you guys, I feel strongly too, that aren't spending enough time with your friends, and you do need to reach out to your friends and have that social life going a little bit, because if you're alone in this thing called life too much, we are social animals. We're basically monkeys. We are social animals. We need to be around people to feel happy. So that's just a common sense for you guys, group number 1, to be around people more, and, you know, make sure that there's also a balance. You need to spend enough time to heal and be with yourself as long as you need to, okay? Your friends can wait, people can wait, things can wait, but you need to spend as much time as you possibly need with yourself to heal, to do whatever you need to do, and you will feel what the right time is to talk to your friends, when it's the right time, where you're like, oh my god, now I feel really inspired to go on a hike with a friend, or just spend time with a friend, or you want to do this one thing with this specific person. You will get that nudge and you'll feel super excited, and that's when you know when it's time to spend time with a person. Whereas if you're just saying yes to everyone's invites, you're gonna exhaust yourself. So make sure there's a balance, okay? You guys know exactly what I'm talking about. So it's as easy as saying, hey, work needs more time than I thought this week, so just this week is a no-go, let's hang out next week. As simple as that, something like that. I don't know. You guys have your own situation going on, and it's time. The King of Swords. You need to talk more. The King of Swords knows what to say and knows what to express at the right time. So make sure you're expressing yourself. It's important to... Okay. I feel like also, in another sense, someone in your life is almost overriding you, and their certainty in, I don't know, okay, sorry, let me get more cards here. Group number 1. Are we still in group number 1? Okay. You guys are just getting all my attention. Group number 1 okay, so in the workplace. This is talking about work now. Let's just wrap up on the friendships and people-ships and romance, whatever ships you guys are in. It's so important to talk about what you want and say your needs, say what you don't want, say what works instead. Just say what your heart wants you to express. Okay, so in work environment, what's going on right now is that you have a lot of opportunities at hand, not just literally opportunities, but I mean, maybe for some of you guys, totally getting promotions, getting knocked on the door with offers and stuff, but for others of you, it's more so like energetic opportunities where there's so much energy and spirit and other things that's happening around you that is super vibrant and so much energy to work with. And any ideas that's coming through right now, like a few of them are definitely worth investigating, because you guys have the Wheel of Fortune, which is one of the most positive cards in the deck. Just things are, you know, turning in your favor, and you're about to reap the rewards. Some of you guys are about to reap the rewards of your labor, but also it's more so planting the seeds now, because whatever idea, whatever thing you're doing right now is going to be very fruitful in the future. So again, keep working at that. And I mean, first and foremost, you guys know what we were talking about at the beginning. First and foremost, your soul needs to be still. And this is just talking about, you know, how, okay, because some of you guys have lost faith in what you're doing, which is, I totally get that. And you guys need to know that what you're not seeing is that what you're doing is gonna bring you great rewards in the future. It just has a really good vibe. Those are very positive cards. The Star card, the Wheel of Fortune, just the energy. Like, look at all these stars in the skies and how the energy is just whirling in the universe for you. The Wheel of Fortune, literally the word fortune, and also the wheel turning around in your favor. And I mean, this can go both ways, okay? This card can also mean karma. So this is huge. So whatever you are working on now is whatever you're going to reap in the future. So whether you're putting in the work and putting in the divine feminine energy as well or not. So, you know, making sure all your ducks are in line emotionally, energetically, and physically. Right now you might feel like the Hanged Man, which is totally reasonable. There's a lot going on here. You do need to find balance. I do see the balance scales needing to be evened out. That's huge. And also everything that we received, you know, ebbing and flowing. Ebbing and flowing, and sometimes ebbing and flowing feels stuck, but you're not actually stuck because so much is happening. I could see that. Look at all this star energy swirling around you, and that whatever you're doing these days is actually going to be very beneficial for you and what you've planned for yourself. Okay, group number one. Group number one, what's the dealio? What are they not seeing? Yeah, okay, again, so the divine feminine, it's all about opening the heart. You got the rose quartz card, and that just literally means that you got to come back to your heart space. You got to come back to your heart chakra space, which is very nurturing. It's very emotional. It's open. It's soft. It's graceful, you know? So find your creativity. The carnelian, I love this stone. I don't own the stone yet, but it looks beautiful and I just love it. And I love the message. It says feed your creativity. Feed your creativity, which means, you know, opening your heart and opening up your flow, and let the inspired thoughts come naturally to you. Take pleasure in the things you do. So some of you guys have maybe lost your way, and how, I mean, there's so much messages coming through for your reading, group number one, about, you know, just the imagery of lake. You got to be just the still lake. It's so still that it creates the reflections in the sky. Just so beautiful. Just live a more poetic life. That will really benefit you. It's just hugely a thing that will be so much more, like, you guys must be working brute forcing things way too much, or like, I mean, I've also been guilty of this, with trying to finish my to-do list that I created a week or two ago that I have to do, but I'm not feeling it anymore. So it becomes this internal battle and internal chaos that's no longer productive or beneficial for anyone, especially you, and it's just gonna be a not so good time. So it's important to find your center again, find your flow again, find your creativity again, and be in tune and just let yourself be for a second. And that's when things will naturally occur. Take pleasure in the little things. So walk like you're making love with the floor. You know, drink water like as if it's your love potion, stuff like that. And, you know, just think about the little things and be mindful and present with your life again. Just find your passion again. Just a lot of, look at this fiery energy that's happening around this lady's face. Just so fiery and just so godly. That's what I see. Clear out the clutter. So, I mean, if you guys have no idea what to do and maybe this whole reading has gone over your head, the one thing to take away is to just clear out the clutter, and that will really help. Just, you know, clear out the chaos and clear out your mind and find balance. Just get rid of people that you don't want to hang out with, get rid of things that you don't need, get rid of clothes, donate it, do whatever it is it means to. Maybe clean your room, reorganize it, you know, just freshen up the energy. Anything in that tone of voice, tone of, you know, actions will really help in whatever you're dealing with right now. It's not giving me specifics of things because what's most important is what's happening to you on a soul level, on an energetic level. So there you have it, group number one. I hope you enjoyed your reading. That's the message I have for you guys today. And if you liked it, consider giving it a giant thumbs up. It really helps me out. And I'll see you in another video. Bye for now. Hello, group number 2. Welcome to your reading. Thank you so much for being here and supporting the channel by simply checking this reading out. How are we all doing today? Let's find out what you're not seeing, okay? So you guys seriously need, I don't know, ask your friends or ask people around you for advice or constructive criticism, because I see that you guys need to be snapped out of something. You're just in a trance or you're in someone's grip. Maybe some of you guys are in a toxic relationship and you don't realize it. Maybe there's a friend, or maybe you're in an actual romantic relationship, which is not healthy for you. And just find time, like ground. What does it mean to ground for you? Do you need to drink more water? Do you need to actually put your feet in the sand or the earth? And come back to your sanctuary. You guys, I used to be in a relationship that would leave me so like there would be so much chaos that I would lose myself in it. And I feel like there's a little sense of that going on. There's some toxicity in something going on in your life, group number 2, that requires you to find your temple, find your safe space again, and find yourself again, basically. So grounding yourself, asking your friends that you trust what they think about the situation, and find your temple and find your sanctuary where you can actually tune in to yourself and tune into your truth instead of being affected by the influence of the situation that you're dealing with. Because I don't feel like whatever you're going through is super beneficial to your existence. So check in with yourself. Really check in with yourself there, group number 2. You guys are absolute queens and absolute kings. You guys actually know what to do. No matter what anyone has to say, I don't care what they have to say, just listen to what's going on here. Queen of Pentacles, you guys are so intelligent and so knowing, and you guys have the answer. You guys know exactly what's going on if you just let yourself tune into yourself, and that you can sit like a queen and you're the king that you actually absolutely are, because you're totally that type of person, okay? You know how to get the coin. You know how to make your money. You know what you want, and you deserve what you want as well. You're gonna earn it, and because you're gonna do it without despite what anyone has to say. Ooh. You guys have some really great opportunities right now going on. I feel like you guys are already inside a project. You just started it, or maybe some of you guys are, in the very beginning phases of something. And I believe me, this is a really good idea. And whatever you guys are working on, I'm just getting images in my head that's kind of distracting. So, Spirit, tell me what's going on here. Okay, because see, you're so confident in what you want and what you know is right for you. And then you have the Ace of Pentacles, which confirms about how amazing this project is that you're doing, that you're up to, that you're involved in. It's just a great thing that's happening for you right now. I'm just seeing if I can get specifics, but Spirit isn't super revealing it for me because, I mean, this is a general reading. I mean, I could just go on for hours if I start going into specifics. So whatever you guys are doing on the career side, and even for yourself, I mean, career is self-love. You're taking care of your finances. You're taking care of your health. I mean, that money will help you with your health. It will buy you food. It will shelter you. It will do all these things that actually indirectly means self-love. But I mean, some of you guys are torn. Some of you guys don't know if that is the thing, but I'm telling you, that is so good for you. Whatever that you're drawn to, you got to do it. No matter what anyone says, no matter what your family says, whatever your, romantic partner says, just, I mean, most people's opinions are just opinions. Take it with a grain of salt, and I'll always listen to your own internal voice and go for it. Two of Swords tells me you're torn. That's why you need a wake-up call, and you need to be grounded with yourself, with only yourself, you and yourself, and find your sanctuary space so that you can be clear with that, because someone or something in your life is really affecting your mood. It's really affecting your decision-making skills. It's affecting your confidence. It's affecting everything, and it's actually not very healthy. I'm not really getting the vibe that it's almost eroding your soul. Like, the vibe I'm getting is just like when a metal is being deteriorated by acid. That's the imagery I have that's happening to you guys. Whatever is, it's literally toxic. Like, it's just metal being deteriorated from toxicity. So yeah, that's kind of happening for you guys, group number 2. Not kind of, it is happening. Group number 2, what are they not seeing? 2. Right, so, oh, look at that. You literally have the offering card. Let's zoom in here. The offering card, isn't that beautiful? So the Ace of Pentacles and the offering. Look at these hands. Look at these hands that's happening. The universe is trying to gift you something. Life is trying to lead you the way. They're stretching out a hand for you and waiting for you to grasp it, but then you're not sure. You're like, should I? I don't know, because you're being affected by other people's opinions. I don't know what this card means. This is a new deck. I haven't studied the cards. You know, some decks you can just read right away once you receive the card, but then some of them you have to study it for a second. This is one of those decks where you got to study it for a second, which I haven't done yet. But I'm really curious what this pilgrim is for you, so give me a second. Ooh, that really stands out to me. The venom. Self-realization through suffering. Oh no, what are you guys going through? Okay, so unwillingness to find a solution or forgive. You guys really need to just get clear here. The Pilgrim. Okay, so learns, grows, adapts, and studies. So that makes a lot of sense. This is, I mean, I don't want to read the whole thing. It's this giant paragraph here. But the main thing about this card is that you gotta learn from situations, grow from the situation, adapt from the situation, and study what's going on. You know, when you are dealing with a situation that triggers you a lot, that is maybe a toxic situation, you gotta grow from it. And because it doesn't feel so good to you and it's affecting your higher self, that's when you gotta ask yourself, are you ready to evolve from this? Are you okay? Yeah, so if there's someone that's involved here is aloof, non-committal, and flaky. So whoever that person is to you that is non-committal and flaky, you gotta let it go. Because, I mean, everyone deserves better. That's just straight up disrespect, okay? So I think that's just the main... Here, let me just skim over this for a sec. Freedom, expansion, and growth. That's what you're ready for. That's what you need to do next, is freedom, expansion, and growth. That's such a beautiful message. Okay, calm down, cards. Literally, cards are jumping out at me. So it's like, let's see. I have so many new decks and the edges are so sharp, I keep getting paper cuts. Okay, so light attribute. The feminine expressed through wisdom. Nature, life force, sensuality, that will really help. So allowing your spirituality, yes, definitely be in touch with spirituality and the divine and your intuition and the divine feminine, always, yes. But the main thing here is to allow your goddess to come out, is to, especially for the women that are watching this, but I mean also the men. So maybe the sexual energy is so powerful. Okay, work with that. That is absolutely something that you can work with, and that's something that is, I could talk for hours, but definitely look it up if it resonates with you, to be in touch with your sensuality. So maybe taking up dance classes and moving your body and getting in touch with your physical body again, and dancing and just flowing and, you know, activating the life force within you again. Okay, so yeah, letting yourself just bathe in your sensual nature. That's what will really help with you being in your power again. You guys really need to find being in your power again. That's the biggest message that comes out for you guys, group number 2. Okay, yeah, relax. The flow will lead the way. Relax, the flow will lead the way, because right now everyone or anything that is making you question yourself and you're second guessing yourself, that's never a good place to be in. So if you feel like you just need to heal from that, then let yourself just have a moment to yourself, because I feel like once you realize it, I feel like it's just going to be a really quick moment of realization. Look, it's just a wake-up call. Literally, you got the wake-up call card. So I feel like you guys not too far from it. You just maybe needed to listen to this reading, and maybe that's the realization, that's all you needed. But also, I mean, even if you need further confirmation and further little life nudges, then you're gonna get it. You're very close to realizing how amazing you are and how much of a god you are, how much of a goddess you are, and you're gonna get that promotion in life very soon. Just an up leveling in frequency, just getting rid of all the old, getting rid of all the toxicity, and just leaving it behind. Leaving it in the past and moving on with the amazing self that you are. Okay, group number 2. Yeah, look, preparations comes to fruition again. So whatever you're going to do that is in the highest alignment with who you are, and you'll be able to do that as long as you allow yourself to go back to your safe space and ground yourself, whatever that means for you, okay? And you really will reap the rewards, and you'll really feel an up leveling of your life as long as you, because right now you're just lost in space. You're just needing some direction, and you can't hear the divine's directions for you if you're being affected by everyone around you. Sky bridge, possibility for unionship with the divine. That's really something. And you know what's more, beyond that, the spirit wants you to actually be in union with your actual soulmate, with your person, with your one, whatever you want to call it. I feel like these are just coined terms: soulmates, twin flame, whatever you want to call it. It's just your person, your one person, or your next person, just someone that's more aligned to you. And I mean, beyond that, also just to be with your soul tribe, to be with people that are actually in alignment with who you are. So really taking your frequency to the next level is, I mean, to get there is what's required of what we already talked about, just all this letting go of this stuff, and just, you know, having a wake-up call of the situation you're in right now. And because what's coming for you and what wants to come to you is this beautiful union of, you know, the bridge between the old to the new. And, you know, what comes with that is a higher frequency and a nicer life with better people. I mean, not better, no one's better than anyone, but just someone that's more, people that are more aligned with your spirit. Open to infinite possibilities. Don't let anyone say otherwise, but you know that the sky is not the limit. Literally, the infinite universe is at your fingertips, open to infinite possibilities. You are the starfish spirit, young and fresh, and that's who you truly are. Just remember who you are. You are brilliant. And lizard spirit, dream the world into being. So whatever you want in your life, don't let anyone tell you that you can't have it, because you can definitely have it. So as long as you set a plan, and I mean, first define your goal, set a plan, and put into action. Make it, I mean, don't overcomplicate it. There's so many great videos on YouTube on how to make your dreams come true, how to manifest your dream board into reality, how to make it happen, how to pragmatically make it happen. And, you know, don't let, and have unwavering faith to the life that you want, because you can absolutely create it. So dream the world into being. I feel like you guys are meant for this in this lifetime, to have what you want. I mean, whether it's the dream house, whether it's, you know, a dream vacation, whatever it is, everything you can think of is attainable. So let yourself be free and sink into that imagination and creativity that you have, and just be in tune with yourself again, and work towards things that you actually want to do without anyone else's opinion that affects you. Because I mean, what you want to do is what you want to do. It's gonna want to come out at one point in life, so why not do it now? You know, when sometimes you want to make a compromise with your family or with your partner, but then years later you're like, I still want to do that thing. You're still curious because it's still in your system. It was made for you. It's meant for you to express. All right? Yeah, be at peace with yourself. Be at peace with the situation. Move on from things if you need to. Just leave. Just fly away, because you're this beautiful dove that deserves everything that he or she wishes to have. Okay, that is your message, group number 2. I hope you enjoyed it, found it insightful, and if you did, consider giving it a giant thumbs up. It really helps out with the algorithm here, and I'll see you in another video. Bye for now. Hello, group number 3. Welcome to your reading. Thank you so much for being here and tuning into this channel. It means the world to me that you guys are checking me out. I hope you enjoy the style of reading. It's definitely unique, just like everyone is unique. So let's see what is something that you're not seeing. There's a lot that Spirit is trying to tell you right now. You guys know it. You guys are getting visions. You're hearing stuff. You are feeling stuff. You are seeing stuff. You are getting inspired thoughts. It's happening all over the place. Okay, so gestation period. What does gestation mean? Does that mean like digesting? Like you guys are just processing stuff? Ooh, yeah, being adaptability is very important for you guys. Group number 3. Being able to adapt to situations. You guys are either really good at adapting, or maybe you guys need to adapt to situations more. Just life is trying to nudge you into the direction that they want you to. I really don't understand this card. It's just a blue and a green dot. I mean, I get channeled messages and that helps, but I mean, the card itself, it doesn't say very much. So in your case, oh, you guys, the blue in this case reminds me of water. Drink more water, drink more water, but also be water. Be water and allow yourself to flow, because what's happening right now is that things are not clear. We got the moon card. Secrets are happening right now. So, you know, besides that, okay, you guys need to check up on your diet. Your diet, eat healthier, that will really help. Drink water, that will really help. Physically, okay? We're talking physically. So physically, that's really it. Just be healthier. I mean, don't we all need to be healthier? But you guys, especially in group number 3, that's really going to help you with what you're going through in life these days. Is it'll really help clear your mind. It just really would help in your case scenario, because whatever you're eating is really cluttering your mind and cluttering your system and just blocking. I just feel like there's some blockages from the things that you're eating, okay? So just really maybe go through kind of a detox so that you can physically clear your system, so that you can energetically feel clear as well, if you get what I'm saying. So a lot of the good things are about to happen. I just feel like you guys are processing these things, but I feel like also there's a sense of confusion. So allow yourself to just allow time to reveal the answers to you, okay? Group number 2, what the heck is going on? What are they not seeing? Ooh, okay, that's a nice direct question. Release your ex. Get rid of your ex. No one needs ex energy, okay? That's the old stuff. We don't need that, okay? This is old energy. We don't need that, because we really want to get you guys into the new. The time has come to clear the energy. All right, time to clear that energy. Time to get rid of them. Just looking for my tarot cards. Okay, so group number 3. What are they not seeing in romance? Okay, so let's look at this. You guys have someone coming along that's way better for you once you release your ex completely, or maybe you guys have already seen or know this person. You guys are entering into some really fun, hot times together with some new person in your life, which is exciting because I feel like that will help and re-energize you, and it's just someone that's meant for you way more than whoever you've already dealt with. Okay, group number 3. Also, 9 of Pentacles tells me that, I mean, you just, it's time to just enjoy life, okay? I mean, first of all, you got so much good things going on. I feel like you guys have really earned this period of life. You guys have really earned, you guys are like almost like at the top of the mountain. It's like, I mean, sure, there's plenty of down slopes, up slopes, and then points of the mountain. There's just this rolling hill and just kind of mountains, which represents your life. I feel like you guys have reached like one top of a mountain of some kind. So really just enjoy and bask in this moment, metaphorically speaking. Just enjoy the air, enjoy the top of this mountain that you guys have found yourself in, because you guys are sitting on some great energy. Wow, like just that's so funny, the filter. Okay, anyway, some of you guys might have seen that. So yeah, just like basking in your glory. You guys are this queen that has created all these great things in her life, and it's time for you to just bask in your awesomeness. Just bask in your light and in your fire and in your energy. Group number 3. What are they not seeing in career? Oh, okay. Oh, that makes a lot of sense. You guys have reached the top of your mountain, so I mean, you're spiritually almost like getting ready for another episode, another chapter, like a whole new chapter, and you can literally feel your body going into a new chapter. But I mean, you guys haven't gone there yet. Some of you guys like are feeling it. It's like coming, but you're not in it. So I feel like you guys are just coming to an end. It's like you guys have turned the whole cycle. You've already gone the whole way through. So it's time for you to actually, you're about to go through like a spiritual awakening, if not already. And I mean, it's going to be really obvious because things are going to come to an end. I can definitely relate because, I mean, literally something's coming to an end because you don't feel a connection with it anymore. You're not excited about it anymore. Just stuff like that will tell you that it's meant to come to an end. It's just you're not vibing with it anymore. That's literally a very simple, clear message. So I feel like for a lot of you, it's about career. There's something in career that's coming to an end. Whether it's just even a small thing like a project within your work. So I mean, just something is just in completion, okay? So let that happen because that is meant to happen. Strong message. It's just meant to happen, so let it happen. Yeah, and then just more opportunities are going to come your way. Something needs to give so that something else can come in, you know? And that's almost common sense here. Okay, group number 3, when you want new things to come in, you got to clear the space so that they can come in. You know, you can't, when you already have this pile of thing on a table, you can't really fit something nicely on it when it's already piled up. So let yourself clear out the clutter and get rid of the old so that the new can come in. You know, just make energetic space for this new thing that you want come in, because you guys are the emperor. Seriously, such a king. You're just on your throne and you know what's up. Yeah, it's time to look at new goals, new passion, new dreams. I feel like you guys you guys have become this new person almost, because you are experiencing yourself differently. You are rejoicing in all the things that you have experienced. You got the moon card too, so that tells me, I mean, things are not really clear to you yet. So allow time to reveal these things to you. At the same time, meanwhile that's happening, there's a lot of things happening, like, you know, letting go of the thing in the work environment that's ready to be let go of. Okay, so letting go of your ex, that would really help. That would really help clear the energy for sure. And, you know, go head first into this new lover of yours, because it's just going to give you new energy, new life, and, you know, experiencing someone new, even if it's just a friend, you know, I mean, not everyone here's out dating, but I feel like for a lot of you guys in group number 3 have a new love. Whether, I mean, it's happening right now or if it's in the near future, definitely it's a green light from spirit once that person comes into your life. And honestly, I feel like it's more like a fling, but I mean, anything can develop. It's too new to say anything. So embrace change. Oh my God. It all ties everything together when you have this card, and it says, it's a Phantom Quartz card, and it says, embrace your change and embrace change. It cannot be any more direct than that. And everything that we've said directs to, you know, I mean, look at things. Things are collapsing in a good way, in the divine order kind of way. And that you gotta let go of old energy, like your ex. And you literally have the change card. So it's time to embrace the new. So anything that is fresh to you, like you're experiencing yourself differently, or you're have new people coming into your life, welcome them with open arms, and welcome new energy with an open heart and open arms, because it's time for you to enter into this new freaking phase, whole new chapter, whole new experience of life as a whole. Okay, that's really exciting. Group number 3. What are they not seeing? What are you guys not seeing? Okay, so that's straightforward. So it's time to study. Is there something that you need to look into a little bit more? I mean, that's kind of an alignment too, because you guys got the Moon card, and Spirit's whispering into your ear quite often these days about new ideas. So once you are inspired by something, make sure to just, I mean, follow that inspiration, and you're gonna feel inspired to study it anyway, because all of a sudden you're curious about it. So here you are, and I mean, do look into whatever you're looking into and really consider it, because it truly was a divine message and a divine calling from Spirit. I mean, they gave you the idea, so it's not a coincidence. It's not a random thought. It's an actual inspired thought via Spirit and the divine. Whoa. So whoa, that is so spooky. The imagery, look at all these messages, just skywriting. I mean, are you guys seeing things visually, actually, with your clairvoyance, or are you seeing signs? Like, are you seeing random letters and words throughout your day? And I mean, these are messages to you as well. So pay attention to, I don't know, maybe you see a random animal and you got to look up, you know, what the spiritual meaning of an animal, or it's literally words that come up maybe on the billboard or on the street. Maybe it's graffiti, just random things that pop up into your day-to-day life that will give you subtle hints and subtle messages of, you know, some answers and some direction for you guys. Yeah, and if you need help, make sure you guys reach out to people that you trust, okay? So changing your focus, I love that card, because it's just a friendly reminder that we need to redirect our focus on the more positive things in life and things that are more important to you. So what is important to you in your life? Redirecting that so that it's in alignment with what you desire in your life, okay? And I mean, everything that you've learned, you guys are at the top of a mountain right now. That's where you are at life. You're at the top of your game of what you've already achieved, and you're about to move that into the past, and you're going into this new thing. Not to scare you guys, but I mean, that's just life, okay? So you guys are very experienced. You guys also got this like learning card over there, study, but also you guys got the teach card. So you guys have a lot to teach. Maybe you guys have an audience where you can share your experience. Maybe you guys have a large Instagram following or some kind of audience where you can really just bring that message out, okay? And really just express yourself, because people really need that. In the universe needs you to express yourself. What are we doing here on planet Earth? We're here to express ourselves to the best of our abilities and to live up to our God-given potential, which means maximum self-expression, okay? So that's going to be really healthy for you guys, group number 3. And yeah, there's just needs to be some redirection of your focus, because I feel like you guys are just focusing on, there's some old energy here. Like, I mean, we already went over it. There's small things like letting go of your ex, and just letting time, and also letting time reveal the answers to you. And, you know, something's coming to an end, so let that come to an end, because that was divinely timed for sure. And reaching out to a friend, because I feel like, you know, there's new people coming into your life regardless, and they're going to be really beneficial to your energy. And you'll know, because they'll give you life, they'll give you energy. Whoa, interesting. Huh. My crystal here is like jammed. There's a quartz. Okay, there's like points. There's this amethyst, and then there's this crystal quartz here that is like stuck in there. Usually it comes out, but it's just jammed in there. Maybe it belongs there, you know? These are 2 separate pieces, and anyway, okay, that's super... Okay, I digress. Group number 3. Black Kyanite, set strong boundaries. Okay, well that makes sense, because I mean, if you guys have the X energy, an X is an X, okay? You gotta let that in the past. You gotta set those strong boundaries with yourself. I mean, if things are not in alignment with you anymore, then it's not in alignment with you anymore. That's it. Then that's the end of the story. There does not need to be anything more that needs to be said or done. It's just how you feel. That's just how you are right now. You just feel like it's not, you know, in alignment with you anymore. Just, I mean, people come and go in your life all the time, so for a reason, because maybe you need to learn something. But then I feel like there's like this chapter that has ended for you guys, so maybe you feel really drawn to let go of this person or this job that you have, or you just know, you just know, okay? And that is your message, group number 3. I hope you enjoyed it and found it insightful. And if you did, consider giving it a giant thumbs up, and I'll see you in another reading. Bye for now.